This week in Cars and Things Restos, we're home from Summernats. Let's have a look at the damage. Welcome to Summernats 35. Welcome to Summernats 36. Welcome back to Cars and Things Restos. Alrighty, it's Tuesday today. You'll see the Summernats video tonight, one of them anyway. Okay, here we are. We're home from that. The car that I thought I was gonna have all the trouble with. The Z, the reliable, the best car we had there. Unbelievable. I've got to say, Trav's car did really well as well, except chose a bit of a girl's doodle, wouldn't do a burnout. Would you, Trav? Yeah, so that one, because we had stuff all K's on it, we didn't know how it was going to go. Brother put 15 K's on it before I serviced it to take. The only thing we had a drama was the fuel gauge. It says it's reading flat out, but I think Brother kept putting fuel in it every time we go somewhere. He put fuel in it and kept putting fuel in it and kept putting fuel in it because he thinks it's a 383 carby, not bloody injected LS. Because I know when we were driving Henry's Ute around at Summernats, we did a heap of driving and hardly gauge only just moved. So I reckon if I drained the tank in it, it'd probably have friggin' 50 or 60 litres in it, and the gauge is just pegged because it's so full. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll work out. We'll look into that and see what's going on. Alrighty, now this fucking thing over here. Jesus, this thing here. Hang on, I found something that I needed to pick up. I don't know. I've just rolled it off the trailer. I don't know. I've got suspicions. First thing I want to do is check battery voltage to see if what it's saying on the dash is correct. We may only have a dead battery and the jump packs may not have been good enough. So at the minute I'm charging the Stato battery up, which is brand new. What I'm thinking, if this battery's no good, I'm going to pull it out, stick it in it and see if it'll start, because there's nothing with it at the moment. Anyway, let's do some investigating, because I've got plenty of you guys asking me, what's wrong with Mako? What's going on? When are you putting a video up telling us what's going on it? Getting there, guys. I've got to get our Summernats video up and show you all the fun we had first, which you more than likely would have already seen by now. So we did have fun, but all right, time to do a little bit of diagnosis, find out what's going on with this girl. Oh, well, by the way, something else that I did, because it was running so hot when we were there, we were talking to desert coolers, and we got one of these big ass desert cooler radiators for it, which I'm going to paint before I put in, and that should keep it cooler hopefully, because it got up to around 113 degrees and was bloody bells and whistles were going off everywhere. Anyway, let's find out what's going on with this girl. Okay, I just checked it, 11.8 volts it had. Let's see if I can do this again. 11.8 volts it's got in it. So I might pull that out and put it on the tester. It's not even that old, but it does seem to always go flat. It doesn't want to hold a charge, so it might be faulty. I've noticed that if I leave it for a week, the battery's low, so I just charge it up and it would start every time. I did charge it when I was over there, and I charged it before I left, because when we went to put it on the trailer, it was flat. So I just charged it before we left, and we got there and it did start. But who's to say it's not faulty? Let's pull her out now. Hey, I stuck the Stato battery in there, and it was a little bit low still. So I've got it on the charger. We've still got more voltage, 12.55 volts. It's actually going up, but we do notice that on the Haltech, hang on a sec, I'll just check the key on. On the Haltech dash, when it comes up, still saying 11.6. Let's see what it says at the ECU. Well, it's 11.5 at the ECU. So I may have I've definitely got a voltage drop from the battery to the ECU, which that's saying exactly the same as that. So I think there's my problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that charge on it. I'm going to get it up fully charged. Oh no, so when it's running there, because everything's going, it's dropped down to 11.8. So I've only got a little bit. Oh, I've got the fuel pump running. I can disconnect that because I bypassed the, sorry, hang on a sec. So I bypassed my second fuel pump, so it runs all the time. Let's bring it up a little bit more, 11.8. Let's bring that up to 12.7. So I've still got about 0.2 of voltage drop from the front to the rear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check at the battery terminal, at the starter motor terminal, see what voltage I got down there, and see if it's in that cable or what it is. I'll get to the bottom of it. Well guys, found an issue. Starter motor wire loose. I'm a dickhead. If that's all it is, and no one else to blame but myself. That's what it looks like, loose. So hopefully it's something as simple as tightening this up. Might have to get a ratchet on it and locking it and getting it tight, and I can just grab the wire and move it. Look, loose. Now here's what it is. I did chuck this battery on the old topped on battery tester, and it came up, said the battery is okay, only had 10% charge in it, so it's up to 75% now. So the battery might be okay, but I reckon she was very, very low. But what we're going to do now is, now I've tightened all that starter wire up down there, let's make sure she turns over and see what happens. Alright, let's see. See if I can do this at the same time. Ready? Oh, look at you fucking thing. Fucking Jesus Christ. Are you fucking joking me? A loose fucking power wire to the starter motor. I am a fucking dickhead. Cannot believe I've done that. Spent the whole weekend in the fucking park and I missed out on drive. I only drove it one day because a fucking starter motor wire was loose. Something I never thought of. Never thought of it. Checked everything else and, oh well, here's what it is. Oh, the loose starter wire. I've still got a miss. Okay guys, so I've been mucking around with this most of the afternoon. So we fixed the start problem, but we still have a misfire problem. What did I do? It'll be alright when it's cold. When it warmed up, it started misfiring. Replaced the coil pack on this side and leads, and checked all the plugs, and no different. And running lean on this side. Mucked around and was feeling the injectors, and they seem to be working, but when I checked the temperatures on the extractors, number 5 was what we got here, 1, 3, 5, 7, yeah, so number 5 was about 90 degrees colder than everything else. What I did is I pulled the injector rail and I put it over into my injector cleaner, and I started it up, and it was pulsing. Then I just got my little thing and just waved the bit of heat over them, and number 5 stopped working. So I think that number 5 might be cactus, but I believe when I waved the heat over it stopped working. It didn't seem to be working. I don't know. So anyway, what I'm doing is I've put some ultrasonic cleaner in there. I'm giving it a clean anyway to see if it does anything. I'll redo it. I'll show you a picture of what happened when I did it, and what I'll do is I'll do it again after the ultrasonic clean's done, and we'll see if it's any better or whether we've got a dud injector. That's what it'll be. But anyway, here's what it is. Alrighty, there you go. It's definitely not working. I'll press the go button and watch it. It starts and then it'll stop. See, stop, then stops. Others keep filling. Stops. It's not even hot this time, it's I've just left it cold. Starts and then locks up. So that's what it is. Faulty injector. Oh well, have to get another one. Alrighty guys, check this out. Scotty from Customer Rides has manufactured a new infill panel for the HZ. Scotty got this done before Christmas and was supposed to be here before Summernats. He did everything he possibly could to get it here, but the couriers let us down. It actually turned up on Tuesday after Summernats. But not Scotty's fault. He did everything he could to get it to us, and it just didn't arrive, unfortunately. So what it is we're removing these infill panels. There's just 2 of them there, and it's going to replace the whole section and covers the radiator as well. It's pretty good. It comes with some extra mounts that we mount onto these bolts here, which I'll show you on the car. They'll mount onto these bolts here, that one and that one, and then you can mount the fixture bolts through that. Let's take this off and see what it looks like on the car. So we've removed these panels, and I've inserted these guide plates here that come in the kit. It does come with instructions, so they need to be bolted into those by those 2 bolts there, and then we've got to line up these with the holes on the panel. Let's get the panel. These 2 holes here. So let's slip it on and see. I've got to do this one here, guys. So just give me. Righty. There we go. All fitted up. Went in pretty easy. I did have to modify it just a little bit, just because mine has a different outlet on the radiator, as if you can see there. I just had to round the corner off there just so it didn't hit that the overflow hose. That's the only reason for this. Everybody's radiator is probably different, but when you order it, Scotty will ask for measurements of where your filler is, so make sure you account for that. I didn't. This is not Scott's fault. This is my fault. I didn't account for that. The only other thing that I added was I also put, I'm not sure if we can see it, a little bit of sponge tape on top of the radiator. It's actually stuck to the panel just to lift it up so we don't get any vibration or rubbing on the aluminium radiator. Just a bit of this. That's a bit of double-sided tape on the back of it, and that makes it sit up and gives it a bit of clearance, and should be good. There you go. Absolutely brilliant. Customise my ride. Thank you very much, Scotty. Really appreciate it. Guys, you need your infill panels for your H series. Get in and get this stuff off Customise My Ride. As you've seen before, he does a fair bit on there. Jump on the Facebook. You can get him on there, Customise Ride. You go through all his stuff in his shop. Stuff we did on Mako. We've got all the... Oh, that's locked. So, let's see here. We've got all these infill panels on the doors. Let me just show you Mako's boot. Okay. Hopefully you can see that's a bit dark in here, but all the infill panel in the boot. When we had this judged at Summernats, the guys said, that is unreal. That's really, really good. I like that. So they were impressed with that. So again, thank you, Scotty. Again, thank you, Scotty, from Customise My Ride. Get your stuff. Get in and get it. And yeah, get in and grab it off Scotty. Customise My Ride. Thanks again. Right, guys. So I ended up pulling all the injectors and have found that there are two that aren't, well, there's three that are a bit sus. The two that definitely don't work when you heat them up. So I'm just cutting them through the ultrasonic cleaner, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Thank God the guys who sent me the injectors, I've contacted them and they said, yep, no worries. We'll send you out a few more and get it all sorted free of charge. So that's really good of them. I'll tell you who they are. I did get them off eBay, but they've got an eBay store, so I'll get them off there. I'll get that and show them, because at least they're helping out, which is good. So the next thing was I pulled the radiator out of it. So that's out because we have the new big dog here to go in it. So I've got to get this sorted, see if I can make it fit with the fan, and then get it painted. Let's see how we go. Buggerising around with this radiator this morning. Have a look how much thicker it is. That panel used to go right up to nearly cover right to here, I reckon, on the other one, this panel. It may be set back a little bit as well, but it's fitting. Got the original, the 16-inch fan. That's a 3000 CFM fan. I wanted to keep that. I've got it all mounted up. I just mounted it all up now before I go and paint it. I'm going to have to lop that corner out of there, so I'll have to do that very, very carefully, and then probably going to have to repaint that. Yeah, it is what it is. We want to run cool. So, and then I'm probably going to have to just knock a bit off the hoses, because they're going to be a little bit longer. Need to be a little bit shorter. But that's okay. But it's all fitting in there. It looks so good. It's a ton bigger. It's going to hold a shitload more coolant, which is what I need. I need more coolant to keep it cool. The fan, it just fits in there. We've got a bit of a gap down the side, but it'll pull air through it. Should pull enough air through the radiator to keep it cool. But looking the goods. I'm pretty happy with that. So from here, I'll probably pull it all back out and go and give it a lick of paint. I'm only going to paint the exterior of it. I'm going to leave the core. The core is going to stay silver, or the aluminium colour, but I'm going to sand all the outside of it up, paint it all up nice black, and make it look the goods. Pretty happy with it. I don't know, maybe I may get Scotty to make me a new one, maybe. I'll have a chat to him. I'll give him the dimensions and get a new one made up. Maybe you can put some Mako in it or something. Not sure. I'll have a chat to him and see what comes up. Alrighty, radiator is done. It's all painted up. OME satin black. Resto finish, of course. I did put a bit of red pearl in it, just because I can. I don't know if you can hardly see it. Yeah, you can see it in there. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. But it is satin, so satin's a bit of a bitch to see it in. But it'll be alright. So I've got the shroud fitted on it. It all fits up nice and neat in the car. Already done that. I think I did show you that. So I'm just going to let that cure overnight, and I've left it silver on the core, so you don't see any of that anyway. So it's just the back side of it. So let's let it dry tonight. We'll put it in tomorrow and see how we go. Righty, there we are. We got the Aussie Desert Coolers radiator smack back in there, and have a look how much bigger it was before. This used to sit out on this, so it's got heaps bigger tanks. It's going to hold a heap more coolant, and hopefully it's going to fix our issue. So I had to cut that around there to make the cap fit. That's off the actual HZ. I've got to get a cap for it. But other than that, we've got plenty of clearance everywhere. A bit of clearance between there and there, so should be right. Alrighty, so been contacted by the guys from the injector company. Can't remember their name. I'll have to get that for you. They sent them yesterday, so hopefully, well, depending on freight or postage in this friggin' joint, it'll either be in the next couple of days or next week. So, but there we are. Only if I had done all of this prior to Summernats, eh? Pain in the ass. Never mind, here's what it is. Alrighty. I was hoping to have this going for you for this video, but I don't think it's going to happen. Injectors ain't going to turn up in time. It is what it is. So that's what it is. We found a problem with especially one injector was faulty, wouldn't even fire on the test machine at idle. And there was two others that were a bit lame. They weren't pumping as much, but it is what it is. But look, we've got the radiator in there. That's all in there, sweet. Filled her up with coolant, but I can't start it. So that's probably going to do it for this episode on Mako. Find out what was wrong with it, and I'll show you in another upcoming video running and everything. In the meantime, I've brought this in. I'm going to start pulling this quarter off. This is the donor car we got for my boys' club sport. I'm going to start pulling, just start stripping it down. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it stuck into this. I want him to be here to help me do it, so he can learn. But at least I can start pulling the interior out of it and bumper off it and get it all ready to go. So we can get that quarter off. I've got to get the fuel tank out of it. There's a fair bit still in this thing, so it's probably a good donor car. It's got some struts with some Pettis coils in it. But anyway, it's got a nice bonnet on it. A really nice bonnet on it, I like that. Everything's pretty good on it actually for a donor. But anyway, that's that. I'm not sure if we're going to do a full build on this. It might just, every now and again, it'll get slipped into a video, show you the progress on that. And that's on that's the HSV VX Club Sport we've got to do. And that's about it. I'm not sure if I've shown you, I think I might have shown a video of this from Scotty. I've customised my ride. If I have, well, I'll show you again because I am fucking stoked with it. It's looking really nice. I really like these full panels. I think it's the way to go. They are much better than the other one, but I think, you know what, I reckon that bolt hit this there, look at that. So we may have to make this a little bigger, or I might need to move it back that way a bit. That's okay. There we go. Oh, yeah, as I said, that'll do it for this episode, unless the injectors turn up, but I don't think they're going to turn up by Tuesday. So I'll get this video up telling you what's going wrong with Mako, and it was pretty neat. Well, it's not an easy fix, but it was an easy find. Alright, well, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Cheers! You can see it's bloody hot in here, guys. I'm stinking. Alright, see you in the next one.